And welcome to Girl Vibes right here on eTVGhana, yes, and the Macabre Food Baby. We are in the History and Cultural Month right here on ETV, on Happy FM, and on YFM. Yes, we call it GMABC. We are one family. And Tindan Masimaka, Brofuni Baby, and Yontia Kufi Princess, Mercy B, Majimega, and then see about vibe with the man. Now, don't forget to share with me your opinion, and let's get interactive on 020222205402022222054. We are also streaming live on Facebook at eTVGhana and also live on GoTV channel 177. And as much me crazy, naturally, and Bankomon, you're busy, and we call it Girl Vice right here on eTV Ghana, and our cultural and history month in Inti, and I hadn't come out Obefa, Yan culture, Metre Amambre, Ghana, Yewumna. I'm super excited because we have a South African, beautiful lady with us today. It's Obefa, South Africa side in the Sakaka. In terms of our relationship, the effect of our cultural backgrounds on our relationships, no. Should we even allow that, to have effect on us? Some fancy no be because of tribes in Mankada impacronoman and trampana. And now we're in some baby no sissy. And that Yvonne. My Yvonne Ferry is here. I've missed her so much. Now I'll tell you something she told me last night. So my catcher, don't worry. And see, she's now an entrepreneur. Yes, and Lindy is also here with me. But first of all, let's go for a quick break. When we come back, I'll get to introduce the topic, and then we get to vibe right here on eTVGhana. We will be right back. Welcome back from that quick break, and we are talking about our cultural differences when it comes to relationship. Tribally, Ghana Hani or tribes baby. I'm in between me a fancy in your Kufi Princess. Yvonne, so yeah, Yvonne, what tribe do you belong to?
First of all, I'm a Ghanaian. I belong to Ghana. And then
you see this lady, I told you she's back. Tell us.
First of all, me a Ghanaian, me a Voltarian, Fanti, and then Anachim. In terms of my pronounce, yeah.
And no one could say Voltarian. That's
yes. In terms of my say, I'm a Ghanaian.
Okay.
What I say?
And we also have Lindy. She is a wellness coach. Yes. So today I'm going to ask her a few tips to, look so well and come on your set looking bright and after this conversation today. Lindy is a South African, that's what I know. But do you also have tribes like we do have the Fantis and all that?
Most definitely. There's different tribes based on obviously historical civil wars and, just also in terms of differences in how people conduct themselves. But it's definitely... I don't know if it's the same. Obviously, there's certain similarities, but there'll obviously be lots of differences too.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which tribe do you belong to in South Africa?
So I am Sutu in South Africa, but I'm Fanti in Ghana.
Yeah, she's a Fanti, actually.
Yes.
She's from Apam.
Yes.
But she was born in South Africa. She has lived there for a while, and she's been in Ghana for 11 days.
Yes, that's how long I've been here. Almost 2 weeks.
Almost 2 weeks.
Yes.
And how's it been?
It's been amazing. The people are so welcoming, so warm, so kind, very, inviting. They want you to kind of feel comfortable in their space, which is great. It doesn't really matter where you're from, but the moment they realize that you're not necessarily understanding of what the language is, then they try and meet you halfway. So that's been quite refreshing for me.
Okay.
Very
Have
different.
you tried some of our dishes, our food?
Obviously. I mean, I love it. I love... my favorite is fufu and okra.
Oh, like
love it, love it. But I grew up eating that, so it's not really new to me. My mom has always cooked it for us growing up, so I'm very quite in tune with my different cultures.
Okay.
Even though I can't necessarily speak the language. Yeah.
Okay, and then let me move to our guys. I know we have nice guys here. Have you spotted on any of them?
You've got beautiful men here, very, very beautiful, beautiful smiles, beautiful chocolate skin. They just, what's the word? They're very traditional in thought, and which is quite new for me because I'm quite Western in the way I do things. So I speak my mind.
Okay.
I'm very vocal about things I'm not happy with. But it's very. I've seen the eyes like, oh, girl, you need to know your place. But yeah, it's like that everywhere. Every African man is going to have a traditional way of doing things. Yeah,
that's exciting. I'm glad you're loving Ghana. But your name, Lindiwe, right?
Yes.
Is it Lindiwe?
Lindiwe.
The pronunciation is it correct?
Yes.
I got it. So in Ghana, I was born on Wednesday. So because of that, I'm called a Kwa. Now, Lindiwe, does it have anything with the day you're born, or what's exactly the meaning of Lindiwe?
Lindiwe is just the one we've been waiting for, but I'm Abba.
Why are you Jesus Christ?
You're all waiting for me.
That's nice.
No, but my Ghanaian name is Abba.
Abba.
I was born on Thursday.
Okay.
So they don't necessarily name you.
Oh, so you know that already?
Yes, I know that already.
That's fine.
They don't necessarily name you in South Africa according to the days that you're born. It's just different cultures have different names, but they have similar names with similar meanings.
Okay.
So yeah, it just depends on which tribe you belong to.
All right, that's fine. But I believe you're doing well.
Thank you,
That's
I am.
I mean, no worries, no surprises, because you're a wellness coach, so it's fine. Let me come to Yvonne. Yvonne,
see.
and the man can cheat because I say fancy, so they too much fancy. What's your own woman in that?
Mercy, don't do that.
No, I have to.
Say it again.
Yeah, I have to.
Don't do that.
Really? But won't woman in that?
I'm well. Mercy, you didn't even
Maybe you
ask
want
me
to go
if
to South
you didn't even
Africa.
ask me if I'm a Ghanaian or not.
No, but you told me already.
So
that
me
you're
culture
Ghanaian,
say
you're-
me
you're-
culture say me I bini infantini and then Achim doesn't
what
mean
else?
say so maybe I may for US or not maybe.
Okay. Like in your dreams, but it's good. I mean, someday we'll get there. That's fine. But let's go to today's topic. Yes, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a vibe tonight. Etienne, we are talking about, should tribal differences affect relationships? This question is tight. So share with us your opinion on 020-222-2054. If you're watching on Facebook, you can also leave the comments there. I'll read it, for everyone to share their opinion on that. And also, getting to the latter side of the show, we'll open the phone lines for you to call us. We'll be sharing with you some fashion tips, all that on Girl Vibes right here. And to quickly, let me move to Lindiwe, since she is a South African, and ask her about tribes and when it comes to relationships in South Africa. Do you do comparisons when it comes to tribes and relationships? Are you selective in the tribe that you move in when you want to go into a relationship?
For me, particularly not, because I come from such a diverse background. That's the last thing I'm really considering, because either way, I'm going to be foreign in terms of tribe, whoever I interact with. However, in South Africa, a lot of people do consider the different tribes that you're from. It doesn't necessarily stop them, but it is something that they will think about in terms of how you then engage. Intermarriages with intercultural marriages will then blend the two. So you'll have a Zulu wedding and a Sotho wedding, and you'll have your traditional weddings representing your cultures, but try and blend the two. So they're quite diverse and open in that regard. However, there is some discrimination to an extent, depending on the tribe that you're from. So, for example, the vendors, they're from up north, so they're kind of looked at in a different way. They're a lot darker in skin tone, and it's not necessarily that people say they don't want to be with them, but cultural differences play a big role in terms of how you raise your children, how they raise their children. So automatically, you'll pick up on certain things without even knowing it subconsciously. But I think we are in the 21st century, and things are slowly starting to change, so it shouldn't matter. But I think it's going to be a long time before it fully doesn't matter.
Okay. Yvonne, should tribal differences matter when it comes to relationship?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Reason being that what we need in a relationship is respect.
Okay.
I mean, understanding one another, and then I mean, both parents being happy about the both of you. As in, let's say, for instance, if here in Ghana, if I'm an Ewe and then I'm marrying a Ghana, my mom should be able to accept the fact that maybe I want to marry Oko.
Okay.
You understand? So once both of them, understand themselves, it's okay. Love is the most important thing in in a relationship. In fact, we're actually talking about a relationship, right? So love is the most important thing when it comes to relationship.
Okay. But we see it happening here in Ghana. Lady Way is also a Ghanaian, so it's fine,
Okay.
to share both parties. We see it happening here. There are times that, somebody from the Gan community, deciding, or let me use the ever background.
Okay.
When it comes to the Voltarians, mostly, obi bekade, I wing is it man from a man because when you suban to me, but I be a call for fancy ya mepe, and I even new crumbing in kernia, or kofa ope. Why there, daman some yet to chroma?
Yeah, because mother's generation is probably different from our generation.
Okay.
They had this narrow mind about certain things. Example, it will be very difficult to explain some of the things you do.
Yeah.
Okay, so for instance, in most of our communities, they have like shrines, they have other stuff they believe in. It will be very difficult to like go in for like an Asante man to explain all that to the Asante man. So during those days, that was their belief. And then they felt like, it actually contradicts. And I think they really didn't accept other people not as in the tribe they are in, but they are just like, let's say, he's a Ghanaian, but he doesn't belong to us. I think we should go past that stage and then know that, okay, I'm a Ghanaian. It doesn't matter what tribe you are in. You understand? And I think we, the youths now, are trying to adapt to that.
Okay.
Because I don't mind dating a Northerner, even though I'm an Ewe.
Okay.
But all those problems were due to what I stated earlier, that they were very narrow-minded about so many things. They didn't see why they have to explain everything to people before trying to get acquainted with them. So I think that's it.
Okay. Lady, what do you think or even believe are the causes of tribal differences when it comes to relationship?
So firstly, you have to now think about a person's upbringing, obviously what they naturally would fall into based on what your mother or your father is. But then you also have to now think of children who maybe don't necessarily reside in Ghana, but they are Ghanaians. You pick up on cultural differences from the environment in which you're in. And that can definitely have a big influence on how you interact and how you engage with other people. So if you're a Ghanaian and you are Ewe and you go and you live abroad and you live in England, those cultural aspects don't necessarily play a big role in your engagement with people because they'll just see you as a Ghanaian.
Okay.
Like you said, we should think of yourself as a Ghanaian first and foremost before you try and put your cultural differences as a description of who you are.
Yeah.
But your environment plays a big role. Your family upbringing definitely plays a big role. But on top of that, it's also what you choose to absorb, because I think with globalization and social media and so many different things, you're able to get into other people's cultures just through having a cell phone, So if you choose to take on some of those practices because you relate to them or you enjoy them, that could potentially influence how you engage in a relationship. So there's so many different factors that you have to look at when it comes to tribal or cultural differences. It's not just where you were born into. There's so many different things that can define you now.
Yvonne, let's look at even before you start relationship.
Okay.
Now, before entering into that relationship, do you have to consider or even think of going for someone who is in the same tribe with you before you accept to settle down with him?
Okay, so before I even go to your question, what you have to ask yourself, when you come from a very strong tribal background, you should know what you're going in for.
Okay.
You should know that this won't help you. We have a lot of people in this world that you can equally love. But if you think, okay, you look through your tribe and you didn't get anyone, you still want to court that person, I think that you should be able to, we are in the millennium, century, you should be able to explain to your parent that, this is why I want to live with that person. But what I want people to understand is marriage is not just about love.
Okay.
Marriage is not even relationship is not just about love, because two people will be coming together from different backgrounds, like
Exactly.
you rightfully said, different
Tribes and
yeah,
all
they've
that.
been raised differently, etc. So you should consider so many things.
Okay.
You should.
Okay. So should you settle for someone who is not in the same tribe with you?
Like I rightly stated earlier with the first question, relationship is all about respect and understanding someone.
Okay.
So if you respect the person and then you understand the person, you're good to go.
Okay. Anyway, in a relationship, would you like to settle with someone who is in the same tribe with you, or you go for the other side?
So I think maybe settle's the wrong word, because it seems like you're just accepting it because you have no choice.
Okay.
When you choose someone, it shouldn't matter where they come from, what their background is, what their forefathers did, because you've chosen them based on personality, respect, how you engage, chemistry. There's so many different factors to look at. So for myself, like I said, I don't necessarily prescribe to one culture.
Okay.
I'm Sutu in South Africa and I'm Fanti here, but I was born in England and I was this and I was that. So there's so many different things that influence the kind of person that I am. When I engage with a person, I will look at how they're raised culturally, only because I want to be able to understand. So when I'm in your space, I can adapt,
Okay.
not so that I can necessarily reject you. So I don't look at that reasoning as something that's yes or no as to why we can be together. But I will look at it as, okay, am I going to have to go to the village? Am I going to have to be cleaning it in the morning? Am I going to have to be waking up to make the family food? Things like that. And those are all things that I have to now adjust myself psychologically to be able to do if I choose to be with this person who prescribes to that kind of culture.
Okay. How stable is relationship between two people from different tribes be? How stable is it going to be? Is it even going to be possible? Will it work out?
Yeah, it will. Like she rightfully said, you have to understand the person.
Okay.
You have to be willing to accept the fact that this person is coming from this particular background. You understand? Once you accept that, everything can be learned, and you should be able to learn one or two stuff about that person's background. You should be able. Okay, like I always say, there are stages in relationship, courting, dating. You know, it goes on and on. So once you've been able to pass through all those stages, you should know where you stand. You don't just start a relationship. Relationship is broad.
Okay.
It's like inviting somebody else, a whole family into your life.
And just to add on to that, I think you also have to understand what your common goal is.
Yeah.
As two people coming together, what do you want?
Okay.
You want to be together. So what are you willing to compromise on? What are you not willing to compromise on? And if culturally or tribally you're not willing to compromise on that, then that's okay for you too, because that means that you need to be able to engage a certain way. But for others, and especially people in the 21st century, that should not really be a big factor, because we're easily adaptable. So much is changing and we're easily going with the changes that it shouldn't really matter that your father was Ewe and your mother's now Ashanti. You know, it shouldn't. Those are things that you shouldn't necessarily be thinking
But
about.
let's not forget that in entering into a relationship, there is a saying that marriage is not about the couple. But, you know, in entering into marriage or relationship, you're going to marry the entire family. Let's say the tribe that the person is from. Now, what if you, being the person in love, you know, because you're in love, you feel, oh, she's okay for me, no matter the tribe or the background or wherever she's from. But forgetting about the other side of it, the family. What if the family of the lady's tribe is not willing to accept the guy into their family because of tribe? Because it happens.
yeah, I
Example
think
I
you
stated
shouldn't-
as the Elwas, when it comes to the Elwas,
Yeah.
they mostly go in for, you know, the fellow tribe person and try to forget about the others. It happens most. Even
I think you shouldn't go in, because like I rightfully stated earlier, you don't have to you don't have to go to places you are not welcome.
Okay.
And then secondly, too, love is not enough when it comes to a relationship, because it consists of two people.
Yeah.
Like I mean, two social backgrounds. So once you become self-centered and then your feelings, everything at play,
Yeah.
you might end up getting hurt. Because I've witnessed cases where people really love themselves, and then it got to a time the love wasn't enough.
Okay.
They needed family to set in. But
Yes, because it's
the
going to
family
be
being-
entire years,
yes,
you know,
yes.
with family
So
and all
if
that.
you start a relationship and then you realize that, oh, maybe both parents are not willing to like coexist with you, I mean, it's better you end it.
Okay.
It will be very difficult for you to end,
Okay.
but you know, because sometimes, like I always say, love is not enough. It will never be enough, because marriage itself or relationship itself is about companionship.
Okay.
Because you get irritated, you get fed up, you get like, you know, it comes with a whole lot of baggage. So once you're not ready for the aftermath, you should just like, I mean, ease it when you see all those red flags.
Okay. Lindy, do you have to let go of love because of tribal issues?
I partially disagree with what's being
Yeah,
said.
because I saw you shaking your head
Because
and all that.
look at Prince Harry. Prince Harry has married a whole black woman into the royal family, and as much as he has taken a step back from his princedom duties, he has not given up just because they haven't accepted her. He's taken his family, protected them, and put them in a new space so that they can live, because
who
he's
did
starting
Prince
his
Harry
own
marry?
family. Pardon me?
Who did he marry?
Meghan Markle.
And who is Meghan?
She's an actress. a
Okay, so
celebrity.
who, for instance, who are you?
Lindy,
And who exactly is Lindy?
a sexual wellness coach.
Exactly. And who really knows Lindy?
Me.
Exactly. That is where the problem is.
I don't get what you're trying to
So what
to
I'm
say.
trying to say is,
Okay.
not to get me
No,
wrong.
no, no. Please continue.
Not to get me wrong. You know, Megan is already in the limelight. So any small thing will trigger so many things. You understand? But take me for instance. Let me
No,
even
but
use.
with what you are saying, let me put it to you. Don't you think even she being she being a celebrity,
Okay.
and being an actress as well, and coming from different backgrounds and all that, don't you think that is where even Prince should have walked out of the relationship? Because
Yeah.
You see, that is where it comes to play.
Okay,
Megan is a woman of power. Let me even use myself as an example.
okay,
An ordinary Yvonne, Yvonne Afari, minding my business. And then I meet a young man who really loves me, but the man doesn't like me.
okay,
You understand? And then I end up marrying this young man. We begin to have our family and all that. You know, every relationship has its own problems.
okay.
You understand? If I, Yvonne, have a problem, will the whole world talk for me? But Megan, you and I will talk for her. South Africans will talk for her.
I think I get what you're saying.
Kenyans will talk
Okay,
for
I think
her.
I'm now getting what
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you see,
So she's got people to fight for her.
look,
But
even when
was
they were
Prince,
giving
no,
her,
here it's Prince that comes in, because he being a person from the royal family, he decided to go in for an actress, a celebrity that is out there, a black
That's
woman
black.
actually. Yes, that's not from his tradition or his royal. She's not even royal at all.
but sometimes I love it when we are very.
But he
realistic.
decided to, forget about royalties, and now he's moved even from his royalness and everything, just to give in love to
Exactly,
the
because
woman
the
he
whole
loves.
world is looking at them.
So
My
you think
dear,
that is the
I'm
reason
not saying
why?
he's faking. I'm not saying he's faking. People can actually love. Look, I love my mom so much that I can even donate my kidney for her.
Okay.
You understand? So probably does what Harry is doing.
Okay,
he
hold
loves
on,
Meghan's
hold on, ladies. I'm loving actually the heat in the vibe. So, but let's take a breather. When we come back, we get to continue the vibe right here on eTV Ghana. This is Girl Vibes. We'll be right back. Yes, welcome back. You're watching Girl Vibes, yes, on eTV Ghana. We are also live on Facebook at eTV Ghana and live on GoTV channel 177. So it's getting exciting and I'm loving the heat of the vibe tonight. And I can see a lot of messages on Facebook. Relax, I'll read them. Continue bringing them more, and I can also see more on WhatsApp is 0202222054. When we talk about our tribes, you know, should we allow it to have effect on our relationships? Yes, marriages, you know, personal relationships, and all the relationships, you know, actually we are vibing. And I have Yvonne Aferi. She's an entrepreneur. She's a Ghanaian lady. She's another, and have Fanti as well. And I also have Lindy. Yes, Lindy Wee. She is a wellness coach. Yes, she's half South African and half Ghanaian. So we are in the History and Cultural Month on GMABC. Yes, so hashtag Team GMABC, and then, you know, we get to vibe about everything about history and culture this month, which is March. We are celebrating our culture on eTV Ghana. Auntie, let me go back to Lindy. She was, you know, trying to express herself, and Yvonne. So Lindy, continue. Don't mind Yvonne at all. Let us know your opinion on that.
Okay, so
Should
I
you,
partially agree and partially disagree because love can completely supersede all kinds of cultural differences if, again, you both have the same common goal. If you know that you're willing to give up the family ties and everything that comes with being with a partner, if you're okay letting that go, then that means, you know, love wins. However, even when, for example, I dated a guy who was Xhosa in South Africa, it's one of the tribes.
Okay.
And I went to good schools. He went to good schools. We went to the same kinds of schools. He obviously was maybe a little bit more wealthy than me, but his mother didn't like me, not because I didn't have as much money, but because I wasn't Xhosa. And he had a girlfriend previously who also wasn't Xhosa, but she could speak the language. She knew the culture. She could adapt more easily than I could. And he kept fighting it, saying, no, I love her, I want to be with her, etc. But eventually the pressure
from the family.
Yeah, the
You couldn't
family
hold
pressure,
anymore.
feeling ostracized, feeling like, you know, they're no longer including you in certain things. It plays a big role until eventually you just want to be happy. And if it means that you have to now let go of this relationship and find someone who's more suitable according to your family standards, then sometimes it happens. Love isn't always enough. No matter how much you love a person, if there isn't a common way of engaging, if our lifestyles clash too much, then it's just going to be difficult, and that can completely eradicate the love. So I agree, in some instances, love can conquer all, but in most instances you do want the support of your family. You do want to know that you can take your wife or your girlfriend to certain places and they'll feel welcomed, as opposed to, why is she here, what kind of girl did you bring to our family, etc. So I understand, but again, 21st century, what are you willing to put up with? I'm not willing to compromise on my traditional or my cultural ways of living. If it means that yours clashes with mine, I'm going to take a step back. Love will not win in that department. Not for me. No.
It's the best. Love is not enough, Messi.
Why do you say so, Yvonne?
Because, you see, a relationship is a long term. You see, sometimes I look at people and I'm like, hey, they've dated for like 10 years. Really?
Just
True.
relationship.
Yeah, like,
no marriage yet.
Remember I said, the
Okay, leading into marriage.
like, hey, and today I know who want to.
Yeah.
And today I you get it, because you know why I'm asking myself these questions.
You tell me.
Because sometimes I get fed up with myself. We get fed up.
Yeah.
What to show you? So we get fed up. So sometimes love is not enough. In a relationship. So when the people around you likes you, imagine, say, a relationship more, you're in a relationship, and then everything works smoothly.
Yeah.
So I can see, Yvonne, you have a lot of fears around the circles going into a different tribe relationship.
I'm talking from experience. Just that I don't want to be personal about it, but I'm talking from experience, because I've seen it happen to generations. Like, I mean, my grandmother's generation, my mother's generation, and probably happening to some of our generation. I had to go to a friend's boyfriend's wedding to go and cry.
Why?
Yes, because they didn't want the lady in question because one, she didn't belong, and then she didn't belong to that particular tribe too. You get it? So I was like, and I asked them, Kofi, so why do you have to leave her? We actually went to the wedding. Two of us. We went to the wedding just to go and cry.
Wow.
Yes, and he was like, Yvonne, it's not like I don't love her. I do. I do, but love is not enough. Because when I listen to my mom explain so many things why she doesn't like her, and I look at some of the misunderstanding we've been having, it's better I set her free now.
Wow.
But then it'll never change.
And you know the funny thing? He married this other girl and then they are divorced now.
Exactly.
Okay, so the other girl belongs to the same tribe?
In a way, social class, same tribe.
Okay.
And then I say, Mom, and it's a penasem. Sorry for my tea, I don't know if you understand.
No,
I mean, they like the other girl more.
Yeah.
But love wasn't enough for them in the new relationship.
Yeah.
Yes, still, it's still not enough for the ex. Even in this 21st century, it's sad.
Aside the families, that turn back on us when it comes to the tribes. So what are some of the challenges that, let me go to Lindy, so she start on this. What are some of the challenges that we should be ready to face when we decide to date a person from a different tribe?
Sure. Okay, well, one, language barriers, food. But I think for me, those things are fickle. Those things seem like petty. They seem small. But there are things that your family will now look at. Can she cook certain way? Does she cook and clean? Does she serve? Does she know your history in terms of where your family's from? And I think, and then it also trickles into social class, was she raised a certain way? Will she be able to fit in? One thing I've also noticed is West Africans are very smart. We're very intellectuals. So the moment someone is not as intellectual as you, you're looked at it as a certain way. And you're boxed. You're either just, and I think from a woman's perspective, you're either just looked at as a trophy and beautiful just to look at, don't speak. Or if you are educated, then, okay, where do you come from? What did your family do? Why do you have this certain, class? And that happens, it transcends throughout the world. It happens amongst white people. It happens amongst non-blacks. There's class standards that people will always look at. People are educational snobs, etc. And that all comes as part of your culture. It's part of your cultural upbringing. So when you get into a relationship, you need to know that it's not just going to be based on you're from this tribe and you're from this tribe. Can you have a communicative point where you're meeting halfway? Can you both speak each other's languages? Can you understand each other's cultural practices? Do you slaughter? Do you do certain things in your culture? And are you willing to compromise on those things? And if you're not, you take a step back early and you know that that's something you're going to have to deal with continuing going forward. But if it is something that you're willing to adapt and learn, is the other family going to allow you to?
Okay. All right, Yvonne, you can come in and add a few challenges that you think we should be ready to face, because I know I think you know a lot of them. Very soon I'll bring in your messages. Okay, so Yvonne.
Yeah, especially if both of you are not ready to adapt to each other's cultural beliefs, it becomes a problem. If you don't respect each other the way you're supposed to, it's going to be a problem. And then most importantly, if both parents are not in support of the relationship, in fact, even if one parent is not in support, it becomes a challenge. Because I've been saying this throughout this interview. Love is not enough. It's not enough when it comes to relationship. It's not enough. You need people around to love you as well. You need people around to empower you. You need people around to let you know that you're doing the right thing. Assuming you're in a relationship, you're in a relationship that you're always on the edge, thinking that is his mom going to your mother-in-law going to like you,
sister,
going to like you, and here in Ghana, we are very tribalistic. Sorry, we believe in so many things. If you come to our land, they have their own beliefs. When you go to the shanties, they have their own beliefs. It goes on and on and on. So even if you want to adopt and then you still don't believe, it becomes a problem.
All right, thank you. Yvonne, hold on there. Let's quickly go for a breather. When we come back, you get to speak with us to add your voice. We'll open the phone lines for you to call us. We'll be right back. Yes, we are vibing, and this is Girl Vibes. Yes, now you can call us. Our phone numbers are activated. Call me on 05556 57278 055 5657 278. So call me right up and now and share with us your opinion on today's discussion. But before that, let me read some of your messages. But you can keep your calls coming. I'll pick you when you call. This one says, I think tribe shouldn't be a barrier. Love is a strong bond. It breaks so much barriers and possibilities. Yvonne, this is from Tony. Do you agree with him? Do you agree with what Tony just said? Love being what do you call a strong bond? And
it is. I do, but it's still not enough when it comes to tribal stuff.
Okay, so Benny says, nice program. Thank you, Benny. We are live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. So make it a date and watch us every Tuesday. This says, tribal differences cannot control your heart. Talking about heart. Okay, so it's love, right? Do you agree with him, Lindy? Okay, and this is Ghana Mbaye too known. Even white people are learning Ghanaian languages. Okay, so we should forget about whatever it is and learn it. It's fine. We will learn all that. But today we have a South African lady here. That is why I'm speaking more of English today. So pardon us if we are not speaking the fancy. Princess. Tony again says, this generation of ladies can't keep a husband. Too westernized. Be proud African. Really? All right, that's your opinion. Cassandra says, my Lindui. Oh, okay. So I think Cassandra knows Lindui personally. And Wasti from Medina says, Ohima Mercy, I'm watching you live from Medina. Good work, dear. Thank you for watching. I have my first caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Joe calling from Tama.
Okay, Tama for one here.
Boko.
Okay, so share with us your opinion tonight.
Oh, nice lady on the program.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. The girl from South Africa and the Arab girl. They're all beautiful. And yourself.
Thank you. We appreciate it. So what's your opinion?
I'm right now. You are talking about tribing.
Yes,
So
tribe. Effect of tribe in our relationships.
I don't believe in tribe.
Why?
Yeah, because if you fall in love, yes, is the respect, the caring, and the understanding, as the elder lady said.
Okay.
So I don't think that tribe is working out in the system. It's not working over in the modern world. So that is my opinion. I don't think it's working out.
Okay. Okay. So we should not. We should ignore tribes when it comes to relationship and go after our hearts, right?
Yes, exactly so.
All right. Thank you for calling.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. And this says, hello, good evening. I'm Eunice from Awoshi, Palace Town. Auntie Yvonne, you look splendid this night. Hey, Yvonne.
Thank you.
She's back. Oh, she's back. So, and this says, good evening. I am Ella from Atlas. I don't know if I got this one correct. To my opinion, I think tribal differences shouldn't affect relationships. You're looking beautiful. Thank you. My greetings to Auntie Yvonne. Tell her I love her. We love her too. Auntie Yvonne is here. Linwy is also here. And this one says, yes, it should, because tribal beliefs, norms and practices, relationships makes it border though, but marriage is between two families and tribes and not just two people. Because of this, you must be sure your tribe likes or understand the beliefs, norms and practices of the other tribe. If not, wahala for your marriage. Example, an Asante and an Ewe. This is really true because I can't afford. Na before 1 hour summer I might be at but okay, but the farm for line to my friend the man meaning whether Yvonne has been into one before I'll ask her. So he says his name is Bernard and he's from Tubacaswa. Oh, okay. So I believe they won't hear. You can still call me. The numbers are beneath your screen, so pick the numbers. We are picking phone 99. I have another caller. Okay, hello caller.
Yeah, good day.
Good evening. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm fine.
You are calling from.
Yeah, my phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, so share with us your opinion. Oh, sorry, we lost him. You can call us again. Just pick the number on your screen and, call us to join the vibe tonight. We are talking about the effect of tribes in our relationship. Should we even allow that to affect our relationship? And I have a South African who is also a Ghanaian. And I have my elder lady, Yvonne Afari, she's here. And myself, I'm a Fancy. So different tribes tonight. We are here trying to break the bonds when it comes to tribes and relationship. Yvonne, have you ever been in a relationship with a different tribe? And how was it?
Okay, I haven't experienced any wild thought, but I know someone.
Also, you've been dating ever since Kote?
No.
So that was the question I asked you, and you told me no.
Maybe. I've courted.
Okay.
Because a date and you let the people
Ah.
think say once I mean
There's levels to this.
Okay.
I've courted different tribes in Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't personally experienced it, but I know someone so close to my heart that has gone through that. In fact, the family didn't like her. She after the demise
I have a
of that
caller,
person,
so
okay.
hold on for me. Hello, caller.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. Your name and where are you calling from?
I'm Abigail, calling from GoTV.
Oh, Abigail, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
I'm also doing well, as you can see. What's your opinion on tribals, and relationships? Hello, Abigail.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. Please don't listen to me on your TV set, okay? Please, when you call, make sure you reduce the volume on your TV set. In fact, if possible, you make sure you turn your TV off even before you call me and listen to me through your phone. I get the man come out no in there. It's from reduce the volume no on TV no. Na into mun chuchun come on here. Mr. and Mrs. Latte and Latte na Sibyl. Where's your Girl Vibes? Sibyl, hello. Very soon she'll be back on Girl Vibes. She's a law student, actually, yeah. So very soon she'll be here with us. I can't wait to meet her again, for her to share with us a lot of vibe. I was asking you, have you been into a different tribe relationship?
Yeah, you were. Like I said, I have courted different tribes, but I haven't really experienced any problem with any tribe. But I know of someone who has been, damaged with that because of tribal difference, and even after the demise of the man, she has to go through so many things. So it's really taught me that sometimes when it comes to relationship, love is not enough, especially when you want to do long term with a person.
You need support.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, because after the demise,
Make sure you fuse in with your final
exactly.
words.
Okay, so Bruce guy we are having or some man a shout out my dear Bruce, Mark, I know you've been watching and then you've been supporting Girls Live. You've been telling people that they have to watch. Messi loves you. Messi, you have to give him a shout out because he's really
Hello, Bruce. Keep watching Girl Vibes and thank you. Very soon, that create a gift. Don't worry. So today I have a gift from Cheesy Pizza for Lindy Wee. Lindy, your final words. Just make it snappy. So
Final words. Know what you want. Know what your end goal is. Know if love is what you want to carry you through, then let it carry you through. But also don't be blind to the fact that it's going to be difficult.
All right, thank you for coming. I've enjoyed myself tonight and I've learned a lot about tribes, and even going to the far as to South Africa and learning about their backgrounds. I have this coupon from Cheesy Pizza. Yes, have you tasted it before?
I haven't.
You
I'm
haven't?
so
Please
excited.
give it a try. I
Okay,
mean, it's the
I'm
best
ready.
pizza right here in Ghana.
I'm
and it's
ready.
Cheesy Pizza. I mean, just at Ring Road, when you go there, you find them there. Dansuman, they are everywhere in Ghana here. Even they are located at Kaso as well. So this is a
Amazing.
voucher
Thank
from
you.
Cheesy Pizza for you.
Are they open
I
now?
No, they are closed now. So they are open every day from 12 to 10 p.m. Yvonne, this is also for you.
Oh, thank you. But Mercy, you know I love you.
I love you too.
So I also have a present for you.
Hey,
Ooh, I mean, I
So-
should have bought something, ladies.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. It's because I'm an entrepreneur.
Oh, yes.
So this is actually one of my products. It's actually called Jet
wow.
Clean.
Wow.
So it's used for washing your hands. You know, you're in COVID era. You
okay.
need to be washing your
Please,
hands.
I'll be
and
washing my
everything.
hands with your product. Don't worry at all. So, thank you for watching Girl Vibes. And before we go, if you need a whiskey, it has to be a whiskey that is proudly made right here in Ghana by Casa Perco Company Limited. Yes, and we call it the Black Rock Honey Whiskey. It's a whiskey mixed with natural honey. Yes, proudly made here in Ghana, and it's all over the market right now. But if you're not 18 years, please do not take a bite of this. But if you're 18 and above and you want to enjoy yourself like Yvonne does here, Yvonne, please, now if you want whiskey, make sure you buy Black Rock Label whiskey and enjoy yourself. See,
very
celebrities
entertaining.
now who are jatum. Miss Bell Mungina, who are jatum. Anti Aerto whiskey, enjoy Black Rock honey whiskey straight on ice or with your favorite mixer for a relaxing experience. So this weekend, make sure you find yourself some Black Rock honey whiskey to enjoy with your girls and everyone.